During the Women Tell All episode, Rozlyn says she was backstage for hours while taping started and didn't even know what was being said since they weren't letting her listen in. When they brought her out for her segment, obviously all the girls had already been there the whole time, and that's when everything started for her. This has never been done in the history of a tell-all show. All the girls they talked to, they've kept on stage the whole show. Moreover, she was brought in for her segment by a security guard escort. Is she a murderer now? Immediately after they were done taping Rozlyn's segment, she was taken off stage and sent home. No after parties, no mingling with the girls, nothing. So why isolate Rozlyn from the rest of the girls before and after the show? Because they knew, if they gave Rozlyn a chance to talk to the girls, she'd find out what producers were telling them to say to her. The two most outspoken people in terms of details regarding the alleged inappropriate relationship were Ella and Jessie. Let's begin with Ella. 3 weeks ago, she gave her post-show interview, and here's the part of the interview where she speaks about Rozlyn. First of all, I have to say that I really think that Rozlyn is a good person, she told Reality TV World, adding the two had discussed how they were both mothers. I really did not see a lot with her and the producer. I saw them being very friendly with each other. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. So I have to say no, I wasn't one of the ones who went to the producers. Yet now she's on the attack telling a story about Rozlyn on all fours on the couch with her ass in the air. Don't you think that would be considered out of the ordinary? As for Jessie, she said she saw these two were making out on the stairs. According to Jessie, they weren't even hiding it. Just right there in the stairwell, yet the cameras completely missed it. After Jessie got eliminated, this was all Jessie said about Rozlyn on her tour guide interview. I didn't see anything, but I heard that other people might have seen something, but we all got over it and passed it pretty quickly. We never really talked about it in the house again after that night. These women have done a complete 180 in their answers in less than a month. Both of those women, for whatever reason, decided to change their stories. Remember what Felicia said on the show to Rozlyn about not believing her anymore? Felicia now says that she spoke against Rozlyn because, while filming Women Tell All, I kind of felt a little bombarded by producers and people who tried to sway me to that side. Still, to this day, I never saw anything that made me think it was a sexual relationship. Never. And I was the closest to her, I was her roommate. I think there was an inappropriate relationship. I think the producer told her information he shouldn't have, and they became friends. The girls were threatened by how beautiful Rozlyn is. She is flirtatious, so people jumped to conclusions and that created the story, and then they just let it go to this snowball effect. Felicia tells us she has apologized to Rozlyn and they plan on being friends. Along those lines of what Felicia is saying, the fact that we never heard one word come out of Corey's mouth speaks volumes. Corey finished 5th and definitely had stuff worth talking about, yet we don't hear anything from her. Why? Because she is a Rozlyn supporter and therefore, she wasn't shown. The show had an agenda to paint Rozlyn as the woman who did everything wrong, so the only women you heard speak from the panel were those who were willing to badmouth her.